Oh, yeah, baby. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna do the groovy gorilla.
Hi there. I am doing a video today about vintage undergarments because this is something I get asked a whole lot, and I thought that it would be good to go ahead and make another video. My last video was not very good quality. I went ahead and removed it. I feel like it was a mess. It was kind of thrown together, and I've actually learned a lot since then. So I thought I'd go ahead and just give you my latest suggestions and recommendations about vintage styled undergarments and foundation garments, as they were called, because it's very important when it comes to vintage style that you carry that look all the way through in order to get the kind of classic new look, especially, you know, 50s fashion, especially 50s and 60s fashion, because if you want to get that nice new look hourglassy shape that most girls are so fond of, or if you want to get that bombshell shape of the 40s, there's really no way to do it unless you've got, I mean, no matter how great the dress is, there's just really no way to do it unless you've got the proper foundation garments. Even Dita Von Teese, tiny as she is, wears a waist snipper, underbust corset. You'll notice there is a marked difference between that waist and bust area that cannot be attributed to nature. As a sales consultant for Whirling Turban, which is a vintage reproduction clothing company and wedding finery, couturier, I have a lot of brides ask me what to wear beneath their whirling turban dress or beneath a vintage styled dress, because they find that the dresses, once they get them, if they don't have the proper foundation garments, do not fit them properly. They don't fill out the top, they don't have that cinched in look in the waist. So I always make the same recommendations, and I thought I'd go ahead and make those recommendations here, because whirling turban or no whirling turban, if you are going for a vintage dress, a vintage authentic dress, not just inspired dress, you're going to see that the top and the waist and everything else is constructed in a very specific way to really accentuate that hourglass look that most ladies would love to have. So no matter your size, these rules still apply.
Oh, to the bottom of your shoe.
Bras are the #1 most important thing, because as you know, in 1950s fashion especially, the bullet bra was made popular because they wanted to accentuate the contrast between the bust and the waist. And even if you aren't wanting to go for something as extreme as a bullet bra, a naturally shaped bra is your best option. You need something that's shaped in such a way that it's going to give you as much accentuation of, or as much of a contrast between waist and bust. As much as it seems like a bra like this, which is this like very sexy push-up bra from Victoria's Secret that has all the silicone right at the bottom of the cups and pushes you up, as much as this type of thing really lends itself to cleavage and really looks great under a tank top, it is not what you need under a vintage dress, because this flattened out half grapefruit shape of a molded cup that you see on so many of these enhancement style bras, it's not going to give you, it's going to flatten everything out and more than likely not going to fill out the dress the way that it's intended to be. So the solution to that is a naturally shaped bra. Make a couple of recommendations that are the same ones we make at Whirling Turban, and that way you can have a really good idea, a general idea to your bra type. So what you would do as a smaller chested girl is to go for something that that has boning and support in the cups, but does not have padding. So the one that I recommend to girls of all sizes, from 34B to way on up there, is the Goddess Longline Bra. And I'm going to show you a picture of it in the, I'll show you a picture of the promo shot of this bra so you can see the way it looks on.
Yeah.
And this bra actually has a lot of great great features because it has boning in the bust. It's a seamed cup so that it lends itself to that natural cup shape. It's got all kinds of boning underneath the bust. This attaches in the back, and it's just a really fantastic piece. Holds up really well, and it really kind of cinches in the waist. It really smooths out the area under the bust as well. Another great bra option is this one. I believe this is by a company called Valmont. I will correct that if I'm wrong.
We like it like that, yeah.
And this one also has bones in the cups. and it has a seamed cup so that when you wear it, you can see it has your natural cup shape in it. It's got nice supportive sides, so it really holds you in at the sides. And it's an easy alter. If this bra doesn't fit you just right, you can actually have it altered. I believe this is the bra that Cherry Dollface is wearing in her wedding lingerie video for Whirling Turban. So this is a great strapless bra option. And strapless bras are always going to be a really good option for a scoop neck, a boat neck, a strapless dress, a halter dress. So that's why I usually go with a strapless bra with my vintage clothing. Another option for vintage clothing is this type of bra, which is another long line bra, but it actually has straps. This one hooks. This one actually hooks in the front. You wear it around your back like this, so it's a long line bra, but it hooks in the front. And it also has a natural cup shape. Now this does not have boning in the cups, but because it has straps, it's still a pretty good option. I don't care for this type of strap because these little things here are adjustable and they kind of get all over the place. But this works really well with just a standard style top or blouse. And it also if you are small chested, now if you're large chested, these bras are going to work fine for you with no enhancement. If you're small chested and you're used to wearing a padded or a molded cut bra, then your best option, what I use, is called a chicken cutlet. Now you saw these things, sometimes they're just called silicone inserts, but you saw these in my bathing suit video. I have no shame. I wear them inside everything because otherwise I look very flat. I look like my rib cage, because my rib cage is already sort of large, I look like my rib cage and my chest are basically all one. So I have to wear some type of enhancement, and this is a really great option for really small girls or small chested ladies, because instead of just slipping up under your chest and giving you lift, this actually fits over the top of your chest. It includes a little nipple feature, and you just wear it right on the top of your boob. Now, it is not the most comfortable thing, and it will get sweaty, but they are easily cleaned, and it is absolutely a great option to fill out a dress that just needs a little bit of help, or a bra that needs a little bit of help.
Sweet potato! Woo! Oh, yeah.
The next thing that you will definitely be interested in having if you're wearing a vintage style dress is something to cinch in your waist. Now, a waist cincher is technically an underbust corset that actually is a little shorter, so it just cinches in the waist. It doesn't really do much to suck in the sides or right under the bust. It sucks in mainly the waist, and it's like a shortened, almost belt version of a corset. There's also an underbust corset, which does a lot of the same thing that a waist cincher does, and actually is a better option for longer waisted girls, because then you don't have to worry about anything unsightly bulging out of the top, since it's a shorter option, since a waist cincher is a shorter option. But for most of us, and me included, I don't really have the money to splurge on a really good quality underbust corset or waist cincher. I haven't bought one yet. Now, I am in the market for one, and I've been in constant contact over the years with different corset enthusiasts and makers about which one would be best for my particular new look fashion needs. And I really love Lucy from Bishonen Rancher. Lucy's Corsetry here on YouTube, because she has actually reviewed a Whirling Turban dress and she knows exactly what style of corset works best underneath them. So I am in the market for one, just don't currently have one. In the meantime, what I am doing is I am using a Rago waist nipper. Now, Rago is one of the best companies for retro style lingerie and undergarments. This is a Rago waist nipper. It's wonderful. It's made of a very sturdy mesh. It's boned all the way around. It has these very, very strong structured waist tapes that go all the way around the waist. It is a hook and eye closure all the way up the front. It usually has a garter attachment at the bottom that you can take on or off, but you can wear it with stockings, so really great for that, because I like to wear stockings in the winter. I don't like to wear pantyhose. So this is an amazing, amazing item. Order it a size smaller than you think you need, simply because if you buy it in your own waist size, it's not really going to reduce any. It's only going to cinch you and make you feel a little more firmly supported around the waist. But if you get the size smaller than you think you need, it will cinch probably about ½ an inch. So that is a really good option for those of you who are just outside of maybe your favorite dress's waist size. I have so many things that do not fit me without a waist nipper. It's really silly, y'all. I have a lot. So anyway, a Rago 21 is the style, Rago 21 waist nipper. They sell it on My Baby Joe, herroom.com. They're everywhere. I have one in black and I have one in white, and my white one is a size smaller than the black one. I wear the white one all the time. The black one I only wear if I'm wearing something stretchy. So that is your waist reduction item. It's awesome. And incidentally, you can wear your Rago waist nipper over your Goddess Longline Bra. If you decide to purchase a Goddess Longline Bra, and you put a waist nipper over the top, it's going to give you such a clean, wonderful vintage line. I love that. I love pairing those two things together, and I wear all my vintage dresses with those underneath. Unless, of course, it's a strapped item and I don't have to wear the a strapless bra, then I might wear just a regular bra with it. But for the most part, I really love to wear my, and it's not too bulky. You'd think it would be too bulky stacking the two on top of each other, but it's really not. It gives you a lot of support, and it just looks very clean and smooth in pictures.
And you know you about got it there. Just do your toes.
Last but not least, a vintage undergarment staple is the petticoat. Now, this petticoat is by a company called Malco Modes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this one is style 8080, I believe is the style number. Style numbers for these are so dodgy because you can't really tell for sure. The great thing about this petticoat is that it has a very, very soft nylon netting fabric. This is my favorite petticoat to put with my vintage dresses. I love the stiff petticoats that with the netting. Malco Modes also carries those, and that is the one we actually recommend with Whirling Turban dresses. We usually recommend two stacked on top of each other. So those big, full, stiff netted ones, those are amazing for, especially for pictures, and like just for, they're amazing for photography, they're amazing for running around. I had a really, really extravagant event, something like that. But for everyday wear and for your everyday vintage dresses that have a circle skirt, this thing is my favorite thing on earth. It is so soft, it is so comfortable. I would rather be wearing a full skirted 50s dress with this underneath it than blue jeans any day of the week. I am never more comfortable than when I am in a full skirted 50s dress and this petticoat. I have two of them. I sometimes stack them to give my dress a little bit more volume, but all of my vintage skirts, including the ones that are just 3/4 circles, fit these underneath, and they just look so pretty. So definitely invest in a great bra, definitely invest in a waist nipper, the brand that I recommended especially, and definitely invest, if you have the money, invest in an underbust corset so you can get even more reduction in your waist, but definitely also invest in a petticoat, and you're good to go. You've got everything you need. So hopefully this was helpful, and in the future, if you have any other clothing request videos, any other hairstyling request videos, just any questions at all that you'd like to see answered through video form, please do let me know. I will be happy to help, and I'll be back soon with another tutorial, I'm sure. Talk to you later.
You do the groovy grub work.